Hi, and welcome to Q's Workshop. Today I'm doing a bit of a show and tell more than an actual project, and it's about layout fluid. So one of the things that I struggle to find online in South Africa is a brush on or a dabber style layout fluid. What I do find is these aerosol tins with layout fluid or marking blue. The problem with these is if you're using very small parts, you kind of have to put something down because it's spraying. You're going to get the overspray, so you've got to do it somewhere where you can. It's not just as easy as taking a little piece and marking it. Now, I do admit I haven't gone into brick and mortar style engineering stores and seeing if they've got it on the shelf. This is primarily searching online and seeing where I can get it. It's usually in very big bottles. So again, you're not really getting the little dabber or brush style bottle. You're more just getting a 5-liter container with it in, or it's these aerosol style. But what I've started doing is I actually decant this aerosol style into smaller bottles. So I take old nail polish bottles like this, I clean them out and then fill them. So you've probably seen me using this one in a couple of my videos already, and what I do is I just continuously fill this one. So I filled this one a little earlier. I thought let me just kind of make a video and show you guys what I do. So there is two ways that I've done it previously. The very first is actually just taking a packet, and what I do is I spray it out into the packet and then pour it from the packet. So either using a little pipette or just cutting a hole in the corner of the packet, decanting it from the packet then into a bottle. Another way is taking one of these little nozzles that you usually get with a gas lighter refill tin. You get these little nozzles. I pop that on the top here, and then I spray that in directly into the bottle. So if I take the lid off, I literally, you have to hold it obviously at an angle because of the way that the aerosol works and the spraying out the nozzle. If you hold it upside down, it doesn't do much. Almost like it's actually that the gases run out because nothing comes out. But if you hold it at if you hold it a bit upright, you can actually spray it into the bottle. The problem with this method is what I found is that a lot of the gas that's in the liquid already in the tin remains in the liquid when you put it into the bottle. So it doesn't disperse nicely. So when you put the lid on and you keep it sealed, when you do come to open it, it starts bubbling out because now the gas is trying to disperse. And usually what happens is it kind of like boils over the side of the bottle and it's all over the place. So I kind of default back to the method, which is not the cleanest method, but it works better for dispersing the gas, is actually just spraying it into the bag and then taking it from the bag and dropping it into the bottle. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do now, and I'll show you how it works. So I just kind of close my hand as most as possible that I don't get the blue all over the place, and then I just spray it in like a... How this also helps is you can actually keep the bottle more upright to actually spray it like this, where trying to spray it into the bottle, you have to keep this tin upright, but you can't hold this too far to the side because otherwise you can't fill the bottle. It just starts running out again. But now I just take that bottle, put it over there, get to the liquid at the bottom. So at least like this, with it being so open, all the gas can disperse. I mean, if I don't know if you can see that, but when I hold it up, I can actually see the vapor still leaving the liquid. So then what I do is I just take a pipette, Yeah, you can see it's got a lot of gas in it still. Because the gas is what's pushing it out. I mean, when I lifted it like that, that's literally the gas that just pushed it out of the pipette. So it eventually leaves. And you can leave it standing for a little bit longer, actually. Okay, that's that. There you go. Well, besides me now doing it quicker than what I usually do, was I let it stand for a little while so that the gas can leave the liquid, but ultimately that's it. I mean, just from that I've got a half a bottle now that I can use. But I'm just gonna fill this one quickly. Just do a little bit more. And also, if anybody knows where you can find these online, drop it in the comment. As I mentioned, obviously it's online in South Africa. You can actually see the gas on top of that. There we go. So now I literally just chuck this away. If I wasn't in such a hurry, I wouldn't have the rest of the mess besides just over here. But that's it. So now I can use that. Just wipe the bottle off a bit. There we go. See, so I mean already, usually when I fill this bottle, if I filled this bottle directly from the tin using the little nozzle, if I open this, it will actually bubble over on the sides. But yeah, that's how I use it. And if we just take a piece of, and it brushes on. I mean, obviously, if I'm doing very big pieces, then spraying it on is still better. But this is if I'm literally doing small little parts. That's a lot easier to do this and a lot cleaner just to make a couple of lines with that. Then if we take this, and obviously remember I want to get to the edges, so I kind of got to go past the edges to get that on. Now it's a lot darker, I admit, but this is more than sufficient for me to mark and do the work on it. Great, so I think that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.